Hi Kieran, thanks for coming in today. Really enjoyed catching up and taking a little bit of a look at your swing. Swing on the left as we look is the swing that you arrived with, where the hand path goes outward in the kind of move away or the take away. All of this information is validated by 3D. So your hand path kind of works away from you and goes outward. From there, as you kind of swing up, there's not really any depth to your arm swing. Also got the club face quite open at this kind of time in the swing, and also the shaft's a little bit out of line as well. So there's just not really any depth to the swing. That gives you this kind of laid off look towards the top. You've also got quite an abbreviated pressure trace into your trail foot. That's obviously your right foot there, the trail foot, only around 60%. For someone that's looking to gain a bit more power, we maybe want to go to around 80%, 85%. Abbreviated pressure traces are good for off-speed shots or knockdown shots or short game shots, but certainly not for power shots. So hand path goes out, not really any depth. Gives this club a kind of a laid off look at the top, so for me that's out of balance. Club face is pretty open. We kind of discussed how we don't like the shape of the trail arm. I want it to be a little bit more underneath, but it can't be underneath because the hand path isn't deep enough. Okay, so new and improved version. We've got some really good stuff done. Starting to rotate the pelvis a little bit earlier, validated by 3D. Hand path comes in a little bit more, so that club's in a completely different kind of place in the first part of the swing. Really interesting. Before we got to work, you said that in the past you felt you played really well when you've just worked on the move away. So that was really interesting. Look at how much better this kind of pressure trace is. So it gets to around 80%. We can still go a little bit more, but the hand path is much deeper. Big difference there. Club face is a hair stronger. We could maybe even go stronger again with that, but that's pretty good. You're not going to see as much of a laid off look at the top, so the club is more in balance with you. Okay, so big improvements there. Trail arm gets a little bit more underneath your hands as a result of all of this. Look at the difference in where your pressure is at the top. 57% trail foot, 77% trail foot, so 20% different, which is awesome. So you're much more loaded. You're going to see from face on in a moment, you're much more rotated as well, validated by 3D. So really good. In your old motion, you as a really good golfer, you're going to need to kind of make some adjustments here, and this is what you see. You kind of this kind of realignment. You're not going to need that as much now. You can just go ahead and open up. We did do a bit of biofeedback to try and help you open up, and this is going to be a little bit more work in progress. For me, at this time in the downswing, your body is too closed still, which means the club is a little bit behind you here. We want this club to start pitching out a little more in front, but we just need to get opened up a little bit more with your chest. You've obviously never been able to do this before from that old backswing. So from here, we want you to just go ahead and open up the pelvis, open up the chest a little bit more. You're a little bit late in getting open, and then don't quite get open enough. So a little bit square on there. If we can open up, that's going to really neutralize the path and help to stabilize this face through the ball. So that's our kind of next project. If you could work on your backswing before next month, we can then really kind of go to work on trying to get you to open up. But that's That's pretty good. Just real quick one from face on. What we got here? Okay, in the old motion with the abbreviated trace, you only got around 70 degrees ribcage rotation. Just through improved sequencing and timing, you get to 85 degrees ribcage rotation. So you can see a real big difference in how much you've rotated the ribcage, and that's just through better sequencing and earlier turning. Remember, look at how much better the pelvis is rotated here. So some really cool stuff. Only final thing that's worth just discussing. We did a little bit of work on your pitching. Let me just pull up your pitch swing for you. Okay, here we go. So we did a little bit of work on pitching. You said you really kind of struggled with that. And for me, too much flexion in your lead wrist. So coming into the impact here, way too much lag. Kind of like this. This wrist, this lead wrist, was in like 20 degrees flexion as you hit the ball. We really want that moving into a more neutral wrist alignment and moving into more extension. So you're holding that kind of angle off way too long coming into the impact. This was a 50-yard pitch shot, and then you only really went into extension somewhere here. Just remember not to confuse extension with rotation. So when you were trying to extend on a few, you just pulled a few left because you were rotating. Kieran, hope this has helped, and I will catch you next month to get some more stuff done. Feel free to send me any swings over. In the meantime, cheers, Kieran.